Hello everyone, welcome to PJ's Kitchen, where we are cooking with PJ. That would be me. Today I'm doing a twist on an old-fashioned recipe that's in our family called chahan. You may have never heard of it, but it is a fast, quick, and easy meal. Now, if your family does not like cabbage, you can omit the cabbage and it'll still be delicious because you'll have the rice in there. Okay, without further ado, let's get started cooking with PJ. I hope everybody can see my stove okay. All right, so I'm going to get my front burner going on high, okay? I need to turn this just a little bit more. There we go. Okay, I'm going to put some olive oil in there, in the bottom, just like that. I am going to put, a nice teaspoon heaping right down in that oil, okay? Right down in the oil, you just put it in there. Well, the sun's coming out today. That's a good thing. I have chopped up one whole onion, and I kind of roughly chopped it about like that, and, you know, to match with these little sweet mini peppers. And so I have that, and I have, this is 4 cups of cabbage chopped up. And here's these little, I love these little mini peppers. And usually I do not put peppers in it, but I put 4 in there today. And I have a 1.5 pounds of Meat Locker ground beef. This is amazing. There won't be any grease in that. And you'll have to have ketchup, sugar, and spices. And we'll get started here. Let's let this thing get warmed up. There we go. Now we're cooking on the burner. All right, we're going to drop the onions in. We're going to drop the cabbage. And let's get all of it. And we're going to drop the little sweet peppers. Okay? Ooh, I can hear it now. We're just going to go ahead and set that in the sink. I'm going to get this up here because this will go really quick. In the meantime, I can open up the hamburger while that's getting ready. I'm going to throw some, I use Watkins pepper, and it's that real fine pepper. Now we're just going to let this, I've already got my rice done, pre-cooked, and it's off to the side. All right, so let's just stir this up a little bit and let this get going. And what I like to do is after the hamburger has thawed on the plate and there, you know, will be some blood on there, you want to get a clean plate to set that on. Your meat on, just like that. You don't want all that on there. I don't anyway. Okay, so now I'm going to wash my hands real quick with soap. I can hear that going now. I love having a handy towel on the knob here. I've got 2 or 3 all over the place. Hey, you can't have too many towels when you're cooking in the kitchen. Okay, now that this is going, oh yeah, that's what we want right there. This is cooking down. Can you see that? It's just cooking down, hanging out, hanging on. Showing my love from my kitchen to yours. Okay, now we're going to put a little garlic powder. Right now, no sense in waiting. Little onion powder, and we will re-season. And I have some organic steak seasoning that I am putting this in this time. Normally I use steak burger seasoning, but this time I'm doing a little bit different twist. So a good 2 or 3 shakes. Let this, boy, that smells amazing. This is such an easy recipe, you guys. You wouldn't even have to do the cabbage if you didn't want to, but that's what really makes it for me. Love that cabbage taste with that hamburger. Okay. Now we're just going to let that keep cooking down. See how beautiful that is? Yum. You want that to get pretty done before you pop that hamburger in there, because that hamburger don't take no time. So you're just getting a, see, just looks beautiful. I could almost eat that right now. All right. So I'm just gonna go ahead. It's time for the hamburger, and it is thawed. Put that in there, just like that. Put it all together, and just cook that down. Okay, I'm gonna get this plate in here, wash my hands again. Got my handy dandy towel here. I hope everybody's doing good and everybody's well. What I like to do is kind of babysit this when I'm first getting this down so I can really mix it up good. And once I get it mixed up good, then I just take this lid, put it over the top, and just let that baby cook. This is cooking for real in this kitchen, let me tell you. And back here, I have the rice ready to go to be dropped in. And I have 2 cups of rice, and I'll probably use about 1.5 cups of that. And I'll keep some of it back because I like to have just plain rice once in a while with a little sugar and milk and butter in there, and yum, oh, nice little dessert. Now you don't want to miss my video coming up. I'm going to be making my Appalicious Bundt cake. Oh my goodness, if you have never had it, you've got to try it. And it's a real easy recipe as well. Trying to keep everything simple and easy. Okay, now I want to show you how this is cooking down in here. Look at that, perfect. You want to keep this rolling. Now this is the time, because we have put more food in there. Well, we put more meat. We put meat in there. We're going to go ahead and do some more onion powder, some more pepper, and I'm going to pop another 1/2 of a teaspoon of chopped garlic in there. Just like that. Oh my goodness. You can never have too much garlic. Alright, this smells amazing up in this kitchen, I'm telling you. Okay, so we're just going to let that go. I'm just mixing everything up good. There's a couple little frozen pieces, so I want that in the middle so it can... I'm trying to think of meals. I was going to do meatloaf, but I'm trying to think of meals that I can do wherever you can see the finished product, since my live video isn't working for some reason on my phone. I have to post it on YouTube and then post it on my Facebook page ever since I had my phone updated. So, hey, you got to figure it out and do the best you can, muddle along till you get to the phone company and That's usually an hour wait or something, or an hour spent sitting there while they're trying to figure everything out. That's what I get for updating my phone. Okay, so now this is just cooking down. I want to show it to you. Cooking down. There's a couple lumps in there. You want that completely done. There is no grease in this from that meat locker meat. Okay, now I'm just going to let that, put the lid back on that, and then things will move really fast here as soon as that gets done. And I'll be doing all kinds of recipes. I've got a craft that I want to be putting on, and don't forget to DIY crafting PJ's way also, and also cooking with PJ and baking PJ's way. And the reason why I say PJ's way is because I have my own way of cooking and my own way of doing everything. So that's why I came up with that. I don't think that I'm all of that and then some. I just think that it just makes everybody knows I put a twist on everything. Whatever I do, I try to make it my own. Okay. I want to show you this while this is cooking. Isn't this beautiful? This is one of the crafts I made. It's sitting on the table. I love decorating the table. I love setting the table. Have your kids to help you set the table if you have children at home, even teenagers, even if you have adult children. Get everybody involved in the kitchen. Put the phone down. Get in there and set a table. Set real plates, set nice napkins, and set everything up. And then when you're all done cooking and eating and everything, and the cleanup is a breeze if you clean up as you go. But then it gives you an opportunity to stand at the sink and visit with each other. And have it to be a no phone zone. Your table, when you're visiting with someone, have it to be a no phone zone. Give people your undivided attention. Show you care about what they're talking about. Love it when Greg and I are in the kitchen together. I love it when he's home and we can hang out, and we're excited for Super Bowl Sunday. I've got all kinds of great things planned for that. All kinds of goodies that I'm going to be posting. So come and let me show you some love on Super Bowl Sunday, of course, after church. All right, so this is almost completely done. I'm going to show this to you what it looks like. Look at that. Woo! Oh, we're not even touched the iceberg yet. I still have a couple little tiny froze pieces. I want to get all the way done. See that? That cabbage is done. All of that. All right, so just going to keep that moving. The next step is, after this gets done, then the rice comes into play. So, I'm going to get a ladle. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. I'm not leaving you. I'm just getting a spoon. And I'll get my tasting spoon while I'm here. Oh, yeah. All right, let's see how things are moving along here. Now, most normally I do not use the peppers in there, but today I want to put a little twist on it. Okay, oh yes, that is. I just have one little bitty piece. You want it all done before you start this process. All right. Here we go. You really need to pay attention because this goes really quick. Rice. 1. Remember, it was 2 cups. I'm going to leave that much in my pan. That's about, 3/4 of a cup. I'm going to eyeball this to see if I like it. I'm going to stir it all together. That is absolutely perfect. So that would be just hanging out. Oh my goodness, this would even be good right here. Put soy sauce in it. Oh my goodness sakes. I could just think of all kinds of things. I mean, you could run soy sauce through this and this would be amazing. All right, but we're not going to do that. The next step is sugar. This has to be a thing that you have to decide what you like. I go about 8 rounds. I open the whole ketchup top. And this is where it really gets interesting, because I don't measure. But I can tell you by looking at it. You want it fully, look at that. You want that fully covered. Everything fully covered. Turn this down on low now. If everybody's not covered up, then you need to put more ketchup in there. And it doesn't have to be any certain brand of ketchup. It all tastes amazing. Then I'm going to top it off, and normally we don't do sea salt because Greg and I have heart issues. But to balance out the sugar, you need a little bit of seasoning salt at the very end. Now look at that. That was half a bottle of ketchup. Okay? Now, you want to stir, 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 because your skillet will be hot, 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 okay, or your pan. I'm going to put the lid on that, put that to the side, put the lid on this, calm this down a little bit. I've got my tasting spoon, because I want the balance of that sugar in that to be perfect. And you don't know that unless you taste it. So some people like it real sweet. Some people don't like it that sweet. But this is an old recipe, so I'm going to give it a little taste because I might have to... Greg's on his way home, so we're going to have an amazing meal together. I'm going to make some garlic bread to go with this. Ooh, that'll be so good. Okay, so here's my tasting spoon. I'm going to taste it. I want to show it to you, though, first. Look how amazing that looks. Can you see that? It's going to taste amazing, too. Okay, so here we go. I don't want to burn myself. This is where you need to have a really good palate for this. Okay? I don't want too much sugar. This I'm going to open. That's why I banged it. Alright. I'm just going to put a little bit more in there. I know exactly how it's supposed to taste. And that will be perfect. That will not need another thing. Let me get a clean spoon. This with garlic bread. Alright. Now, I'm going to try this one more time. Yes, I always get a clean spoon. Don't be double dipping, guys. Gals. The flavor is amazing. It dances off the tip of my tongue with a tangy sweetness that is indescribable. All right, so what I do is I take this and let it set at the side for 15, or about, not 15 minutes, about 10 minutes. let those flavors marry. And then I'll be serving this with garlic bread. You have been watching Cooking with PJ and PJ's Way. All right? So you guys have a great day. And I'm showing you love from my kitchen to yours. God bless you. This is Chahan with a twist. PJ's Way. Bye, guys.